Hey, what's going on, you guys? Today we got this candy ruby red Honda CT70 that we're offering up for sale. This was manufactured in 1969. This is an early black tag, and all that means is right here on the neck is a black tag that has the VIN number and everything like that. Prior to September of 1969, they did silver tags. And a lot of the silver tags had different parts than the black tags. And so with this one being an early black tag, it has a lot of leftover silver tag parts, such as the exhaust, seat base, and a couple other odds and ends. I'm not 100% familiar with all the different variations, but this is an early black tag, and it carries some of those parts, which is valuable to some people. Other people, don't really matter. But I just thought I'd mention that. It's pretty interesting information. This was a lucky find of mine. I ended up going to look at a different CT70, one I knew about and been after for a while. The guy called me and said he was finally ready to get rid of it. And so I went to go check it out, and we were able to strike a deal on that. And as we were getting the deal done, he said, hey, my buddy down the street has one. We always ride together through the neighborhood, or we go to swap meets and car shows. We always take him and ride. And he goes, he hasn't ridden his in years, and he said if I ever sell mine, he's going to sell his. So he said he'd sell it if you want to go check it out. So we walked over a couple of houses, and sure enough, he rolled this out of the shed. It was covered in dust, not currently running, but it was all there. We've replaced a few things, swapped out a few parts, but as you see, it's about how it rolled out. We gave it a major detail. Everything's original on it. The seat cover has obviously been replaced, which is pretty retro and cool, and it's in good shape for what it is. And they swapped out the carb at some point in time. We cleaned the car, put a new air filter in there, spark plug, kind of general maintenance, and fired right up. Runs really good. So let's get this outside, take a closer look, and go for a ride. This thing idles so smooth and quiet. It's got great power. I'm gonna warm up for just a second. All right, well, if you're still with me, I'm guessing you might be interested in the bike, so let's take a little bit closer look at it. Headlight bucket is pretty faded. It is the original one. You can see the red under there. It's just really badly faded, which there's some fading on the paint, but overall the paint there's not a lot of rust, no major damage. The decals obviously have some peeling and stuff going on, but overall it's a nice, aged paint job. The exhaust is in good shape. It's been repaired, which is very common on these. Grips are not in the best of shape. Tires are Bridgestone. They do have some cracking on them. Got its original inspection sticker from North Carolina, 1971. This is an original North Carolina bike. And there's some rust pitting in areas. Nothing too deep, mostly surface. There is some rust pitting in the frame there. It's got its original key. Let's see here, the headlight switch is missing the little black piece on top. It's got 5,300 miles on it. And while we're on that topic, frame is 116273. The engine is 260, I can't see that, 947. So that's way too far off. So that would not have been the engine that came off the production line in this frame. It still is a KO number, but that's just way too big of a difference for me to say that's the original engine. Carb is a replacement, but it is a, well, it is a Kian, so that's correct, but it is not the original carb, so it is a good one, a good replacement I should say. There's been some painting. This has been repainted. This black, it should not be on there like on that head. Looks like somebody did some touch up on this front wheel at some point in time. Back wheel looks original, paint on the wheel, and then this side cover, you can see the original paint underneath there, so that's been painted at some point. Seat cover, like I said, it's got a cool retro look, but not original. Seat pan has a crack in it. Everything's there. Don't know if that battery has any life in it. It was in there when I got it. Overall, good rider. Nice that it's all original for the most part. And it's got this, the silver tag parts are a good added bonus to it. Well, that's about all there is to say about this one. It's a great running bike. It's got some cosmetic things, but it runs really well. If you're interested, shoot me a message on Facebook or Instagram under Habit Moto, and we can see if we can't get a deal put together on this. I'm happy to take electronic payment and store it until you can come, or we can set up shipping. I'm happy to refer shippers to you. And I'm always on the road too, so if you're on the East Coast, I'm happy to work something out with meeting you or dropping it off. So if you got any questions, fire off a message or a question down below, and get that answered for you. Appreciate you guys checking it out, and stay tuned for the next one. See y'all later.